So Yautaro is building a harem in this week's episode of Lance N Masquerade, or so it seems, because we are introduced to four new girls, or I wouldn't call it four new girls, because one of them, Sae, we actually saw in the first episode. It's the one he saved as Night Lancer and was called a pervert, and we still see that she dislikes Night Lancer because when the other girls are like saying now do like a hero as a basically to Yoichiro, and which means of course kissing her hand, etc. She says like Yoichiro, he or Hazabara as his first name is, he wouldn't be a pervert like Night Lancer. So yeah, and she has feelings for him. We can see that. We can see that she has feelings for him. She even gets jealous because he treats other girls nicely. Luckily, not Yandere jealous, which would be kind of messed up in this show. It would be like, what the fuck? Or as the first episode of School Life, the one with Yuki, Kurumi, and the two others. I can't recall their name. Yeah, the one that was from the last season or previous season. So yeah, it's funny. But how did he actually meet Saya again as himself? That is because the father of Makio, Akira, has fixed it so Maki can stay in Japan and she can go to middle school. And what's it called? Yoichiro and Alice is going to the same school. However, they are going in high school while Maki is going to the middle school. So yeah. But that of course means that we have three other girls. And how are they fitting into the picture? One of them is called Sylvia and is the childhood friend or senior knight of Yoichiro. And she came to Japan because she is hunting Yufeng, another one of the girls, which I will be talking about later. But let's first focus on Sylvia. She has she is a part of band, from what I can understand, because she knows Kongaru, and yeah, she can accept that he lost in an honorable fight, unlike Yuyan, who actually is so evil that he tells what is called Yufeng, that the strongest person in Japan is Night Lancer. He most likely told her that Kongoro he lost to him in a fight. Of course, that is not said in this episode, but that is my presumption. Or maybe he didn't even say that. We also and yeah, I can also read that Yuyan and Yufeng, they was in the same organization band in the past. So yeah, now that I think about it, they all as a Yuiha, and Yufeng, they all have Yu in their name. So it's like, is that like a trademark of kids that was part of band? They all have like Yu, or well, it could be that they are Chinese because I think Yu is a very common name in China. But let's get back to Yuyan. Yeah, he tells Yu Feng that Night Lancer is the strongest person in Japan, and she is going after him. I'm thinking that is to get revenge, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Because, let's say it like this, Yuyan's plan actually backfires. Because instead of, what is it called, her trying to kill Yoichiro, it actually ends with her, I think, falling in love with him. Or maybe she just had a father complex. Because I presume Sufu is her father. Because she calls Night Lancer daddy. And we see like a flashback in a way where we see her comparing Night Lancer to him. So it could be that Yu Fang sees him as that, but since this is at the ending, I wonder how that will go when if she like meets with Sylvia who are haunting her. I really wonder how that is going. But who is the final girl then? The final girl is called Nori, and she's actually the one that put up like or caused Maki to be like hero fanatic, because Maki, she was pretty down as a kid, or of course she's still La Makio. She of course is still a kid, but I mean like basically she was sad that when she came home she was basically alone and stuff, and there was no mother. So yeah, she was pretty sad. However, Nori, she tells her that heroes, they are strong even when they are alone. So yeah, so in a way she actually started, let's say, like this Makio's obsession with heroes, which is really an interesting backstory of how we meet her. She's also the one that in this episode starts the night club, as a night, as in, yeah, night, ikke as in night, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, which Sylvia, Nori, Makio, and Yautaro, and I'm presuming Alice are a member of. And I like a scene here where we basically see like, uh, let me see, Yoriko asking Yuiho who how the condition of Yotaro is when he basically like weightlifting with his lance, which he actually, yeah. Let's first talk about that lance actually, because he isn't using his father's lance. Let me see, where was it? Rungomiyada. I'm not sure if that is like only for special occasion he summons that, or if it's like he used it and then it went back to his father. I'm not sure about that, because he uses the lands that originally belonged to Kongyo, but he has rebuilt it to match Yotaro. But as I was saying, he was weightlifting there, and then Yuriko asks Yuriho about how his condition is, and she says he's almost at his limit, and then he sees like smiling evil. So he's not at his limit. Yeah, she's pretty evil. But ah man, it's so funny. I also like when Shiro Hime tried to go to school, because she basically had like a mask on, and then behind you could clearly see there was a horse. So yeah, yeah, it was really funny. I'm kind of sad that she can't transform into a human, because I like the human form where she talks more than the horse. Actually, I really like that. I presumed that that was like the part of it that we could transform, but who knows? Maybe we get that. But so far, it's just a horse. Oh yeah. And finally, Yojiro, he gets a fan club because he saves a kid from drowning in the stream. So yeah, kids, they are now playing like Knight Lancer. So interesting episode, I must say. I'm looking forward to seeing the next one on. That must be Friday, since I don't watch it on the day it comes out. But when all that is said and done, you guys have a good day, good night wherever you are, and I'll see you later. Cheers, guys.